So we have this question. It says the essential question: how can we use a graph to show the relationship between two variables that vary directly? And how can we use an equation? So we have a scenario or a situation here, and it says Gulliver's Travels was written by Jonathan Swift and published in 1725. Gulliver was shipwrecked on the island of Lilliput, where people were only 6 inches tall. When the Lilliputans decided to make a shirt for Gulliver, a Lilliputian tailor stated that he could determine Gulliver's measurement by simply measuring the distance around Gulliver's thumb. He stated that twice around the thumb equals once around the wrist, and twice around the wrist is once around the neck, and twice around the neck is once around the waist. Okay, so we have to understand those statements there to understand what we're going to be doing in our little table here. So you're going to work independently or with a partner to fill out this table. So we'll begin by discussing out what they currently already have filled in. So here it's we've got twice around the thumb equals once around the wrist. So twice around the thumb. So if I know the thumb and I took that times 2, it's going to give me what the wrist size is. So 0 times 2 would give me 0. Okay, then what they did is they went ahead and took, if it was a 1 inch around the thumb times 2, because that would be twice around the thumb, would tell us that the wrist size is 1 times 2 is 2 inches, and so forth. So they continued in that manner to figure out what his wrist size was. So they measured his wrist or his thumb, and from there they figured out what his wrist size was. So your objective is to go through and figure out what his neck size and his waist size is. So in order to do that, you have to use these two statements. Twice around the wrist is once around the neck. So there you're going to figure out what his neck size is. And then once you've got that, you're going to go ahead and do twice around the neck is once around the waist. Okay, so go ahead and pause your video and work your way through filling out this table. And then when you're done filling out the table, start the video up again and you can check your answers.